What up, Pink ladies, T-Birds, just happen to be watchers of my shit. My name is JImmiPynk, and I've been popping pillies, man. I feel just like a drag star. Damn with the tongue pops. I'm not recording that either. Wanna hear? Here we go. Okay, so a lot of y'all always say that the inevitable JImmiPynk taking her shit off. JImmiPynk is taking her shit off. This shit is hot. God bless you, Mayhem Miller, for wearing a whole costume, a rubber motherfucking glove. That shit alone is making me hot. Let alone all the rest of this shit that's falling off. You know what? I need something for my nerves. So much better. So anyway, we're going to get into the usual formula because I've come to the realization the drag race is now 2 hours, and if I have to work, yay, I'll be home in enough time to watch the show. But who's staying up for 2 hours shooting this shit, editing it, probably not going to bed till like midnight, and then getting up at 4 to go to work? Not me. So we're going to abbreviate it by doing the preview first, and then if I feel like getting in geesh, I will. Sorry for the long explanation. Let's get into the shit. So, all the girls say goodbye to Miss Vanjie. There's like Miss Vanjie is stuck in everybody's head. Miss Vanjie coming back. Mark my words. Her ass is coming back. I was just cracking up RuPaul trying to compose herself with Michelle in her ear like, Miss Vanjie. That cracked me up a little bit. But Monet, girl, you know, everybody is already calling you Bob the drag queen, but you starting to act like BB's the hard Benet to me because you was giving me that chocolate milk delusion that we was trying to get rid of, and All Stars talking about some you thought your dress should have been in the top with that SpongeBob square dress. Girl, no. That was a mess, and I love how the girls is telling her like, bitch, no, you know. Girl, that wasn't cute. Then she gets on the ground and starts scrubbing the floor with it. I'm like, bitch, you ain't the help. Stop doing that shit. But it was still funny. So then we get into, I'm going to steal this from Wilma Fingerdo. Shout out to Wilma Fingerdo. Acracria. Oh, you know, I would say Acracria. She said a cracker. I'm going to say Acracria. So we get into this Acracria beef again. And the vixen is just spilling tea, stirring the pot, while we talking about Monet Exchange thinks she the help. No, the vixen thinks she the help. She's spilling tea. She's stirring up the pot. She got all the shade with the tea and the pink lemonade. Okay? So, Cracker comes out and says, oh, I heard y'all had a little conversation while we was on stage getting critiqued, though. And, of course, Aquaria does what I can't stand people to do. Aquaria is trying to backpedal and pussy pop. Backpedal and pussy pop. Shout out to Alexander Rogers. Well, we were just saying that a lot of people in New York think that our looks is similar, and the vixen said, pump your brakes, bitch. No, that's not what happened. You too vague. That ain't what happened, bitch. That's not what happened. What happened was you felt away. You said you started doing the bitch makeup. The bitch makeup started looking like yours, and you felt away about it. You mad? You was mad backstage. Be mad in her face. I said, oh, Lord. Lord, the shit is starting, but you know what? Don't run your mouth in front of other people if you want that shit to stay confidential. If that's how you really felt, bitch, you should have kept that shit to yourself. Vixen ran and told that. Aquaria, excuse me, I was finishing my pill. Aquaria then gets mad at Vixen, like, this don't even got nothing to do with you, and you interjected last time we was backstage, which she did, and the Vixen was all up in the shit, all up in the Kool-Aid. They had no idea what motherfucking flavor it was. She truly was. However, oh, bitch, you said that, though. You did say the bitch was copying your makeup, and that you had this outfit on, and you had it on first, and then she had it on, and that you had did her makeup. Now all of a sudden her makeup was like you. Oh, bitch, you said it. And we got the receipts, because this is RuPaul's Drag Race Season 10, Untucked. You know we all saw you, bitch. We saw you say it, bitch. I'm really not feeling Aquaria. I'm really not. And I know the part of that is her just being young. Like, oh, I don't want to start that kind of drama now. Bitch, you started it because you said it. You said it out your mouth. Now the Vixen is starting the shit. Make no mistake. The Vixen came in that bitch and told y'all, I'm just here to fight. Bitch told you from Jump Street. So maybe don't run your mouth in front of her. She said that from day one. From the moment she walked in, I'm just here to fight. I wouldn't say shit in front of the motherfucking Vixen. Now the motherfucking thing if I ain't wanted to get back to somebody else. But secondly, bitch, you on national TV, so even if you would have wanted to sugarcoat it on the show, when it aired, bitch, we saw you. Okay, moving on. And hopefully that don't come up no more because I'm over the Aquaria shit. So that's all I got to say about that. There was the pop. Oh, this bitch. Shoulder pads, y'all ain't supposed to be on motherfucking pills. You ain't supposed to be leaning. RuPaul does his entrance, and the dolls, he's talking about the dolls. I know Alexander Rogers was living because he always be talking about the dolls. But little known fact, because I always got to give y'all one of those, my third album, which I never did, initially was supposed to be called Valley of the Dolls. Because I felt the way I did. It was not a diss, it was not a response. But I did feel a way of Nicki Minaj coming out saying she was a black Barbie doll. And when she came out, motherfuckers, this is when Facebook and MySpace was in their heyday, mind you. MySpace, I think, might have still been around. I don't remember. But motherfuckers was coming for me like, bitch, are you like totally gay? This bitch just took your whole gimmick and ran with it. I'm like, it's fine. But it was going to be called Valley of the Dolls because I never claimed to be a Barbie. I was a Bratz doll. I was a Jimmi and the Hologram dolls. I was a baby doll. I was a doll. Make no mistake. The JImmiPynk aesthetic was Harajuku and kawaii and a fucking doll. But it was more like a baby doll. It was never a Barbie. So I'm like, well, I'm just going to name my album about Valley of the Dolls. And then I was like, now, because this bitch is out, everybody's going to think I'm copying off of her. And then that's when I changed the album to Sweet Revenge. And then took like the whole high school thing. But that's neither here nor there because the album never came out. So there's that. But I was here for the Valley of the Dolls references. And then, Andy Cohen, didn't I just read your ass for filth for being on Riverdale last week? What the fuck is going on with Andy Cohen on all the goddamn shows? And for what? Is he... See, y'all listen. Y'all comment below and let me know. Is he supposed to be country? Is he from down south? Like, why was he there for the hold down? And Rudy, you really got a country song. I can't. I cannot. I can't. And I should not have ate that Mentos because it's orange and I'm allergic to orange and I feel my allergies acting up. Not enough. It wasn't enough orange in it. I just know I won't be pulling that gag no more. Not with this. Not with these. Ooh, I do feel that shit though. Nasty. I feel a little burn going up my nose because I'm holding it right here. It's fine. So we have a hold down. And it was a quick drag challenge. But some of the girls' outfits, I was like, oh, they told y'all to bring something country. And y'all thought y'all was walking the stage because some of y'all shit was cute. Cameron's was cute. Aquaria's little sequin denim number. At first I was like, that's not reading country. Then when they showed her a little bit close up, I said, oh, it's like, it's blue jean, but it's sequins. That was cute. Eureka's jumper dress with the gingham down the side was cute. I did really like Cameron's skirt. That was cute, I thought. Crackers was cute. But these dances, this supposed to be a hold down. And then she won. I was like, Vixen, what part of hold down mean start bucking and doing the chicken head, bitch? I know you from Chicago. But then you being a hoe. You busting a hoe down, not doing a hoe down. But her and Aja win the mini challenge, so they are captains. So yay, it's the Rusical episode. My pink ladies and T-birds, y'all know that I cannot stand the musical episode. I fucking hate the musical production numbers when it's the whole big group. And it's 13 of these hoes. I hate this. This is going to be a fucking mess. But it's the Pharmarusical based on pharmaceutical commercials. The more I'm talking about it, the more it sounds more terrible and terrible and terrible. But what I will say is I'm here for Miss Alyssa Edwards. Back roll. Yes, bitch. I don't get cute. I get drop dead gorgeous, bitch. I was wondering where you was at last week, but I get to see you this week, and I'm okay with that. So she's going to be the choreographer instead of Todrick Hall, and I'm okay with that too. And Eureka got picked last. I can't believe Ma'am and Eureka was the last two y'all picked. Eureka was the very last y'all picked, and then Aja was mad, like, girl, you run your mouth too much. We send a little shade with that. But other than that, it's the Pharmarusical, which is why I'm dressed like a pill mascot here. And that orange shit really got my allergies going. I need to, like, go try to gargle this shit out or something. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this section up, and then we're going to go ahead and roll into the rest of the review. Like now-ish. Okay, guys, so back for the rest of the review. I apologize. This is my first day on day shift, and yeah, the getting all back in geesh, not an option, but I'm still in theme. I got pills on my shirt. I love y'all. I'll be prepared for even if I don't get all the way in geesh. So let's get all back up in this. I do want something. Pink Ladies Tea Versions, I have rewatches of my shit. Upon the rewatch of the first few minutes, excuse my voice, what did that paper say that Vixen held up? Y'all comment below and let me know. Moving on. So, they split the teams up as Team Vixen, Team Aja. I was just like, why is Team Vixen picking out clothes with no choreography? Girl, they had got to the stage with Miss Alyssa Edwards. I was here for it. I just want to say Aquaria was talking about she was born in 1996. I graduated high school in 1995. Bitch, way to make me feel old. You old skinny fucking whore. Anyway, when Ru was coming around, Calorie was like, well, Calorie is known for her ass shaking abilities, but your ass don't shake. We already said this last week. You're not the twerking queen. You're the tweaking queen. That R ain't quite in there. You gotta roll. Something gotta be rolling for you to get that R. You're the tweaking queen. I cannot believe they didn't do no choreo. But it didn't matter because Team Vixen won. I'm like, well, apparently going over the characterization and knowing the words was pretty fucking important too. Anyway, Alyssa threw that little shade at Charlie Hides. I'm glad we ain't got no Charlie Hides up in here. Vixen spilling all the tea. Because Mayhem was like, girl, I wish I was there so I can get the whole story. Vixen was like, I got the whole story. I got all the tea for you. The Arizona. Honey, I got the Gold Peak for you. Honey, I got the Liptons for you. Honey, I got the Bartleys for you. I got all of the tea. And she told the whole story. But I digress. I already talked about that first half about how Aquaria was like, oh, don't try to sugarcoat it now, honey. That tea is black or green. What I mean by that is it ain't got no sugar, no creamer, bitch. You said that shit. Moving on. Blair. Blair St. Clair better thank her lucky fucking stars she was on the winning team. Bitch, all that wobbly, shaking it, all on her. I said, Broadway where? Broadway where? Whose Broadway you gonna be on? Or do you need a Broadway because you can't walk straight, so you might need a little bit more room when you walking? Because I don't see Broadway, not Broadway Tony Awards. I don't get it. I'm sorry I skipped some pages. But Alyssa was reading the hell out of Team Vixen, wasn't she? Reading them for filth. But, you know what? Again, at this point, it's a moot point. Because, hey, they won. They pulled it together in the end. They really, really, really did. I felt so bad for Eureka.
Here's something I want to say about Eureka, because I know people is like, this is your second chance. How is you messing it up like this? Listen, I said this last week, or I might have said at the beginning of this episode, I don't remember. An ACL tear is a very serious injury. People that get that injury, it's usually a sports injury. It does tend to happen. I mean, it can happen if you're not overweight, but it does tend to happen. People who are overweight that do dance moves. I know somebody personally that was overweight who had an ACL tear from dancing because she was overweight. So it's just like the more weight that you're dropping on your body when you're doing stuff like splits and things like that. And when an athlete get an ACL tear, a lot of times that's the end of their career. And because Eureka is a drag queen and because she is a dancing drag queen, you tear that shit again, that's really the end of your career, like to the point where she might be in a wheelchair for the rest of her life, or on crutches, or on cane for the rest of her life if she tears that up again. So I understand the severe fear. And then, of course, like the fact that you're back doing it damn near exactly what you were doing. You were doing a team challenge again where you got the injury that possibly, and she talked about it, she broke down about it again. They told me I might not never dance again. My drag career could have possibly been over. So I could see all of that flooding back. And she really just got in her own way, and I felt really, really, really bad for her. I really did. And she had a piss poor performance. But I feel like she had a piss poor performance because it was all in her head. Also, I do feel like watching the two numbers, I do feel like Team Asia had a lot more lyrics in their number than the other team did. Team Vixen did. I really, really do. I'm not even going to bring up the fact about because Calorie was fat and people was throwing food at her because y'all was pushing for a storyline this episode, huh? And then her bringing that up and it just happened to be the two big girls to go against each other. Listen, just because the episodes have been good don't mean I don't see the rigor mortis in the production. RuPaul's Drag Race Season 10. I see it. I see it. I see it. Because I do love the fact that she was inspired by Jujubee, though. But I see it because when they did their numbers and they did Team Vixen, who really didn't do a hoedown, and they came out and they did that line, bitch, I'm from Chicago. Oh. So you put her on the team, gave her that script because you know good and hell well if they read through the script, she was going to pick the part that said, bitch, I'm from Chicago. Really, queen? Anyway, listen, shout outs to Maddie and Jamar. Once again, hey, motherfuckers, give me a shout out. Y'all getting 15,000 views. I'm getting fucking 3. Help a bitch out. But, anyway, I ain't too proud to beg. That's what TLC told me. Left Eye told me that a long time ago. Anyway, I was like, okay, last week RuPaul had on her season 10 promo. This week she had on her All Stars 3 promo look. And I'm like, what the fuck? Did y'all use so much of the budget to Ru can't get new dresses? And then I was in the chat and somebody said something. And I'm like, it is season 10. And if she does that shit would be epic and brilliant. What if, for all of these episodes, she's going backwards wearing all of her promo looks? That shit would be sickening the house down. Boots, socks, them fucked up ass gold sandals that Ru had on last week with his suit. That shit would be everything. Before I get into this, another thing that I noticed. Because tonight's runway theme was Best Drag. Now, I had thought this before. I figured this out, but I didn't come out. But this is how I figured out it was going to be Drag on a Dime. I had predicted in my own head, and I had a whole totally different look. Now, I feel like you are. Because I had a totally different look planned, too. Before I found out it was the Rusical. Because I thought this is what they were going to do. Feel me on this. episode 1, because this is the 10th anniversary. Season 10, right? Episode 1 of season 10. Season 1, episode 1. Same challenge. As of this week, I'm confirming it. Because when I thought that's what they might be doing, season 2, episode 2, the runway was best drag. I didn't look it up yet, but I'm just going to let y'all all do it on your own, give y'all a little bit of homework. And that's what I'm going to base my look on next week and see if I'm right. Episode 3, season 3, whatever the runway is, I bet you that's what the runway is next week. And if RuPaul has on his, what was this, season 10 All-Stars 3, if he has on his season 9 look, we know he's going backward and doing all of his looks too. My question is who's going to recreate the Matthew Henderson looks? Because I don't know if Delta Working Raven got them kind of skills. But we'll see. We're going to see. I'm sure Ru has the wigs. Like, I'm sure once they're styled, like, she has them. So, the wigs, okay, they might just have to, like, rebump the makeup. Raven, you alright. You ain't on Matthew Anderson's level, so we going to see. With that, as far as the challenge, first of all, Team Aja looked a mess. Aja did good. You all did good. I thought Dusty really stood out, and I think Dusty stood out because we know she's not a dancer. We know she's kind of like this punk rock queen. We want to see what she can do when she had her little solo moment, and she really did kill it. Now, Team Vixen. Oh, let me go back to Aquaria. This is where her being a little bit too young and a little bit too big for her britches and her being a millennial, because all these millennials, I see it in the rap game. I definitely see it in drag too. Humble your motherfucking self. Because you're supposed to be playing this old lady that took a pill and then got young and fresh. But at no point did you look old. Just because you had on my Betty Draper robe, my Petty Draper robe and a short wig does not make you look like you was an old woman. I'm like, she's not acting old. Her characteristics are not old. Speaking of, I'm going to go ahead and skip, because this was the gag to me. Motherfucking Michelle Visage said, nobody said you had to draw lines on your face like the high school production of Arsenic and Old Lace that I may or may not have done. Bitch, when I was a senior, I played Abby and Arsenic and Old Lace, and yes, we did do fucking old lady makeup with lines on her face. I was gagged. I was gagged by Michelle this week. Michelle was giving me all the life this week, because everything she said, I was just like, and when it comes to Michelle, oh wait, actually, she should be saying it's me. Because when it comes to Jimmi, my name's me too. Because in Arsenic and Lace, Arsenic and Old Lace, I said me too. Aquaria wasn't acting old, I said me too. And it was something else I agreed with her on. I can't even do the joke because I ain't even there yet. Oh, yeah. And when she said, I'm fighting for Dusty's jacket, she said, me too. Horse and carriage. Dun, dun, dun. That was a Cameron joke. Before he was Killer Cam. Some of y'all gonna get that, some of y'all is not. But Michelle was like singing motherfucking Horse and Carriage to me today, because when it comes to Jimmi, my name's me too. Because like all that shit when they said they was fighting over Dusty's jacket, let's get into the runway looks while I'm speaking of it, and we'll just go ahead and Dusty. Yeah, bitch, we all gonna be fighting in the parking lot for that blazer. I told y'all that before. I live for a good black and white. Live for a good black and white. That wig was everything. And for Dusty, I believe that's Dusty's best drag. You know how there are some drag queens that they do all the glamour, but that's not required of everybody. Some queens are campy. Some queens are punk rock. Like some queens are androgynous. Like just everybody has their strong suit. I would believe that was her best drag, because that was probably like more coiffed of a hair than what she would normally wear. Because it was like a very glamorous hair. It wasn't like punk rock or anything. I definitely love the fact that there was this black and white striped blazer with like just rhinestones just going along the stripes to accentuate it. I absolutely did love too the polka dot scarf with the blazer, and then the I love a torn up fishnet. Not the kind of torn up fishnet that you could tell somebody busted it, but just like that rough, rugged, and raw punk rock. Like I don't give a fuck, and it's just holes and runs everywhere in the stockings and in the fishnets. I wear my fucked up stockings for dragging it like that. Like I live for that, and I was like, yeah, Michelle, It's only the second episode. See, you don't need the dots. Bitch, that's her look. And because she had that polka dot scarf, I would have liked to have seen more dots on her face because that would have connected to me. To me. But hey, when it comes to Jimmi, her name wasn't Me Too on that. Anyway, so we'll go ahead and skip back to the beginning. So the first person we saw was Aja. It's hard for me to turn this with these gloves on. Shout outs to Mayhem Miller again, because bitch, how? But Aja, it was nice. To me, it was safe. Like, they was just like, oh, they was just gagging. And I'm like, oh, it's a ruffle on a bodysuit with the nude illusion and rhinestones. Yay. Haven't seen that before. Of course, I love the color. Of course, I did. It was pink. I'm tired of nude illusions. I'm tired of bodysuits. And I'm tired of cat suits when it's not like a dancing challenge. I'm just going to be honest. And there was a lot of bodysuits and cat suits. And I'm like, best drag, where are the gowns? Mayhem was the only person that had on a gown. Yeah, well, technically Aquaria had on a gown too, but where are the gowns? I said, bitch, a bodysuit and a ruffle cape, really, bitch? You so. But Michelle, and when it comes to Jimmi, my name's Me Too, because I was just like, when she came out, I was like, nah, this ain't your best drag. You so. You looked better than this on the Meet the Queens, even though that was a bodysuit. You looked better when you came into the workroom. This bodysuit, this wasn't it, sis. To me, I don't think a bodysuit, your bodysuit got to be special to be, or catsuit got to be real special for that to be your best drag, to me. But we already talked about Dusty. Now, Monique, speaking of a bodysuit being your best drag, Monique Hart, I'm kind of living for her because so far she has not turned the look on the season yet. Her runway look and her Meet the Queens look, her runway look and her Meet the Queens on Facebook Live, I did not feel neither one of them look. But so far, every look I've seen her on RuPaul's Drag Race has been great. She came to motherfucking party. She came to play, and I damn near want to know if she did it on purpose, because I know like they do them promo shots and all that shit after the fact. Did you do that shit on purpose? Because that would be some smart shit. Like, I'm going to do this so motherfuckers coming to the season like she ain't nobody. She a filler queen because you knew when you was on your season that she was slaying. Because listen, that Cookie Monster bodysuit with them eyes, I don't know for those of y'all that seen my Dragula review, I got a look that I got them eyes on the top of my head. But mine was just like supposed to be like spooky eyes looking all over by somebody. I always feel like somebody's watching me. That was like my take on it because it was Dragula, so it was like a paranoia look. But so it was eyes everywhere. But she did Cookie Monster, and then that bitch flipped down. There was a whole other bodysuit. And Padme, I done called her Padme. Y'all know I like Star Wars. Padme, whoever the fuck you is, that's a goddamn celebrity cook. Because that's where she got her start from. Bitch, do you know drag? Well, the bodysuit didn't connect with the rest of the look. It was a reveal, and it was best drag. And it was everything. If you're going to do a bodysuit, you better show me something, because I hate fucking bodysuits if it's not a dance number. I hate a bodysuit if it's not a dance number. So, if I was turned by that, and I know I do like Monique Hart, and I don't think she did all that super in you know, I knew she was safe, but she didn't do that super in the challenge. But if I was gagged off of the look, then that was a good bodysuit. Calorie. I said, this is your best drag. This is what Eureka wore in the challenge. This is what Kimora Black would wear to come to the club if she was already in Geesh, not to perform. Again, I don't feel like a catsuit or a bodysuit is anybody's best drag unless it's really wowing. And just black and sheer. Again, I was just on Forever 21's website again today because I got 2 more months of drag and I'm running out of stuff. I was just on it today seeing what they had on clearance because it's free shipping over $21 and I still got Patreon money from this week. From this month. Like, if I can go to Forever 21 or Deb or Charlotte Roos plus size section and buy your bodysuit. That's not what you wear for RuPaul's Drag Race unless it's a hood rat challenge. Wear it in New Mexico, but it's not for RuPaul's Drag Race. She just wasn't up to the level. That's why her ass went home. But I was livid for that blonde curly hair with the top knot in the top. I was like, ooh, I got a blonde curly wig with roots. I might try that top knot, just do something different with it, because I did like that. But the bodysuit to me was just like, man. Then Eureka with a catsuit. I'm like, Eureka, I've seen your drag. I've seen you wear better stuff last season. Seriously? I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I'm a little bit tired of the sequins, the pillows, the material, all of that, the sequins, the flip-flop colors. I'm tired of that too. And then she had on some red fucking shoes. Like, bitch, why? And even, look, Michelle, because when I came to Jimmi, I said, me too. Because I was just like, Eureka, I have a hard time believing this is your best drag too. We seen you last year, bitch, we seen you. A bodysuit is not your best drag. This is not your best drag, especially with pink and navy blue jumpsuit with red shoes. That's not your best drag, Eureka. I know it's not your best drag. Aquaria, I thought Aquaria's look was stunning. I really, really did. However, stop relying on that body. And by body, I mean boy body. I'm going to need to see some type of illusion of some titties at some point in this season. Because if you're going to read Dusty Ray Bottoms for having fucking dots on her face on episode 1, if you're going to say you don't feel like transsexual queens have a place on the show because they already have body enhancements to make themselves look more feminine, then you need to check the bitch that ain't never got no titties on with her boy chest and she weigh 85 pounds dripping wet. Vixen. Well, I will say this is the best I've ever seen the Vixen look. You decide if it's shade or not. But I like stuff with flames on it anyway. But her wig lines, girl, them wig lines. Them wig lines, girl, them hard wig lines. I have hard wig lines. That's why all of my wigs, the wigs that I don't have a hard wig line is a half wig that I pull my real hair over or I put a headband or something on top of it. The rest of my wigs, that wig line is hard. That's why they all got bangs and sweeps around the front of my hair because the wig line be hard. You got to work on that, sis. Cracker. I got to say, I liked it. I liked it a lot. This is amazing to me because I told y'all before, I don't love gold. I'm a silver girl. I do not really like gold. Third look in a row in 2 weeks that I was like, yeah, I really, really like that gold look. And that hair. Like, we talked about the geometric with the spear on top. But the cube hair, and then the dress was structured enough. What I will say is I would have liked to have that hair, and instead of it being more of a peplum shape, I would have liked for the shape to have been like more square to like match a little bit more geographically, but it still looks good regardless. You should have let old girl, you should have let Asia borrow that hair last week so she could have been the sponge, not Asia. Monet, so she could have been the SpongeBob SquarePants that she was designing her outfit to be. Mayhem. I'm like, finally somebody has on a gown. And it was pretty. The color was pretty. I liked that she went a little bit different because everybody's best drag was like, I'm going sequins. I'm going rhinestones. And she just had like some foil. But I just feel like, honestly, I don't feel like that was Mayhem's best drag. But I liked it. And I was just happy that somebody's ass had on a gown for best drag because I just don't believe bodysuits and catsuits is fucking best drag. Sad thing about it is, but for Calorie Kardashian, that probably really was her best drag. It just ain't up to par. Blair. I didn't write down what she had on because I was like, that face is motherfucking beat for the gods. I don't remember what she had on. I really just wrote down that face is beat. That face was beat. Blair can fucking paint. She can't walk good in heels. I don't know whose Broadway she gonna be on. But that bitch, maybe she needs to do makeup for Broadway because that face was beat. Cameron, I love this. This is all of the look that I wanted Shangela's Mariah Carey look to be on All Stars 3, if that makes any sense. Them same, because them is dollar store butterflies. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. Them is dollar store butterflies. I just personally, as a personal choice, I don't like butterflies. If it came to a challenge where I had to do something, where I was the butterfly princess, I think season 9, I will, but I don't really like butterflies. Them is some dollar store butterflies, but where Shangela just had that headpiece, like that whole dress, and she did them, they made the color like rainbow and ombre, and then what I really loved about it was that like the big mesh like bustle in the back was nude. And everything was nude except for the butterflies, and the butterfly created like a rainbow color pattern. Cameron Michaels is my top 2 of the week, believe it or not. And then Monet, I'm like, really? A burgundy glittery catsuit with a short blonde Mary J. Blige wig, and you gonna say that's your best drag, and you ain't even got shoes to match, you got on a motherfucking beige pump, bitch? No, bye. Sorry, Monet. Monet, I'm trying to root for you, girl, but your looks are not giving me life yet. I know we only 2 episodes in, but 2 episodes in, including All Stars and the Facebook Live, girl, that ain't it, sis. Step that pussy up, level that pussy up. So Team Vixen won. I knew that when I seen the performance, even though they made it look like they was falling apart. I seen that when I seen the performance. I knew that. The gag, the whole losing team, y'all all up for elimination. I was like, but there were people that I knew would not be. I knew Asia was safe. I knew Dusty was safe. I knew Ua was safe. And I knew Eureka was up for elimination because it was blaring that she was off. Like, I was scared she was going home because it was blaring that she was off and she got a lot of camera time. But it comes down to the lip sync. And I do want to say I thought Halsey wasn't a bad judge. And the lip sync was To Best of My Love by The Emotions. Almost, I thought it was You Got Me Feeling Emotions. I mean, well, which is the sample from Mariah Carey. But again, that's one of those old school drag staples, 70s soul staples. And even though Eureka killed it with the lip sync to that, she redeemed herself as a lip sync act, I still was like, where are the gags? Where are the tricks? Where are the twirls? Y'all just both, it's not a ballad. Y'all both really just gonna like walk around and lip sync. Even though Eureka sold that shit, and I'm buying it. I'm buying it. Yo, hey, yo, Ru. Hey, yo, sis. Can I borrow your black card? Because I need to buy all of this over here. I was buying it. I was buying what Eureka was selling. I was buying all of it. I put it in layaway if I can't afford it. I was buying it because she served that shit. Calorie Kardashian is gone. Here's the problem with that. Couldn't we have just sent her home last week so I could still have Miss Vanjie? Miss Vanjie. Miss Vanjie. Is that odd that I'm a biological woman, but when I have on my work clothes, I find it hard to be feminine? I guess not, because I guess that's how drag queens feel, like when they're like feminine, like, and then like when they're boys, they're more masculine. So I guess. I apologize. There will be no reviews of Untucked if I have to go to work the next day. So y'all got 2 more weeks before I even touch a motherfucking Untucked. So thank you so much for watching. We're gonna go ahead and roll into these pre-recorded end credits right about nowish.
So, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode down below in the comments. Kiki with your girl. Y'all know I love to kiki. I love to get back at y'all. Allergies still fucked up. But that's okay. I guess I need to pop a pill. To my patrons, thank you so much as always. I appreciate you guys so much as always. If you are not one of my patrons, you can become one. The link is down below. Also, if you just want to give a one-time donation, my paypal.me/JimmiPynk is available. That link is below as well. Merchandise is for sale as always. My album is on sale, available on iTunes and Amazon and Spotify. But to my pink ladies and T-birds, thank you so much for watching. If you are not a pink lady or a T-bird, that means you're just happen to be watching my shit. Stop just happen to watch and join the House of Grease, and you can become one by clicking the subscribe button. You may want to hit the notification bell as well so that you know when the reviews are uploaded. And there will also be a link at the end of the video. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, share. And before I wrap this up, I want to give a shout out to my girl, Mickey Bryce. Y'all need to go, Mickey Bryce. I'm just fucking up. Pills. Mickey Bryce, go see her. Go to her channel, watch her reviews. They're fun, they're entertaining, they're not as long-winded as mine. She paints beautiful, and get into it. So thank you all for watching. Deuces.
Kamehameha, attack is blazing, I'm so amazing. Japanimation, the anime on your cartoon station. So fulfilling, no adults swimming for about an hour. Revealing power, unorthodox amongst these cowards. Full transformation for Optimus Prime transformation. A good vibration from